Positive self-perception can lead to increased job satisfaction, better performance, and better relationships with colleagues, whereas a negative self-perception can lead to self-doubt, lack of confidence, and poor performance. It is important to regularly assess and improve your self-perception to ensure you're bringing your best self to your work and achieving your goals. So join us in this 4-part series where we're going to dig deeper into perception, confidence, self-expression, and motivation. And as Jamila always says, and that's on me.
Take control of your career and compensation right now. It's your 5-minute career hack.
Do you care what others think of you? You should. Now, for a long time, I told myself the lie that I didn't care, but that couldn't have been further from the truth because I spent a lot of time replaying scenarios over and over in my mind that didn't go the way I wish they had. The truth was, I wish I didn't care so much, but I was really terrible at managing perceptions, particularly when I disagreed and in conflict. I was not always aware how others perceive me, and I didn't take the steps to influence those perceptions before we got to that point in a positive way. Now, culturally, I have been taught not to share personal things about myself, not to trust others, and to just mind my business. All limiting beliefs, because I couldn't have been more wrong. I could have benefited from a few steps that I want to share with you. Number one, being authentic, staying true to yourself and who you are. I mean, we talk a lot about keeping it real, but people know when you're holding back, and that's not keeping it real. Number two, being consistent. Consistency always helps to build trust and reliability because your words and actions have to match, even when it's hard. Number three, communicating clearly. Clear communication can help avoid misunderstanding, but a part of that is being an active listener and not listening to respond. Believing in yourself, having confidence in your abilities and decisions, and knowing that people want you there can help others have faith in you.
There's so much uncertainty in the economy, and with layoffs dominating the headlines, the conversations are not all positive. There's no need to sugarcoat it, and I won't do that with you. You might be feeling the pressure and the uncertainty, but that's normal. But you have more control than you could ever imagine or could think of. Having a strategic plan, career map, and a strong professional brand are key to navigating a shaky job market. Having your head down and only focused on doing a great job to keep your job isn't enough. If you're ready to take control of your career and compensation, regardless of what the economists are saying, the news, or the layoffs surrounding you, then you need to join our community today. A synergy exists when you have coaching, networking, and support in your career. Click the link in the description to learn more, and most importantly, release some of the anxiety about what's next. We can't wait to see you.
Being respectful, treating others how you want to be treated. Sounds simple, but respect and positivity goes a long way. Now, remember that managing perceptions is an ongoing process, and it requires consistent effort over time. It's not a one and done, but by paying attention to your actions and being aware of how others perceive you, you can make positive changes and build strong relationships. Now, I didn't know the first thing about managing the pie, like what was the pie, right? But some of the best advice I have received in my career was around managing my perception, right? The perception others had of me and the image that they had. Because likability is a thing, and it was an important aspect of building a successful career. Now, here are some strategies I would want to share with you this week that maybe you can apply. Number one, be intentional about your personal brand. Think about how you want to be perceived by others in the workplace, and this could include sharing your values, work style, and strengths. Make sure that your behavior and communication are consistent with this brand. Number two, be aware of how you're perceived. How do you do that? You seek feedback from colleagues and supervisors to gain insights into their perceptions of you into the workplace, and be relentless to get some critical feedback. This can give you an opportunity to make necessary adjustments to your behavior or your approach if you choose to. Number three, engage in positive self-promotion. Don't be afraid to talk about your achievements, your contributions at work or outside of work. This can help reinforce the positive image and perception of you in the workplace. Number four, communicate effectively. Ensure that your communication is clear, concise, and professional. This includes both your written and your verbal communication. Number 5, build positive relationships. That has to be a part of your strategy. You have to make an effort into getting to know your colleagues and your supervisors. And this will help foster a positive perception that your teammates have of you as a teammate and as a collaborator. Now remember, once again, building a positive perception takes time and effort. I'm underscoring effort. Be patient and persistent in your approach, and always strive to improve and strengthen your personal brand in the workplace. Now, all of this moved really quickly, and these are hard things to do, but we're here to help you, and small steps every day will help you get better. Now, join us as we continue in this series. Now, the 5-minute career hack, we call this hacking. Look at you, you just did it. And you don't have to stop here. Take one step every week and ensure that you are pouring into you and getting closer to your career goals. Yep, see that button down there? Hit subscribe, but don't stop there, because you know what they say, sharing is caring. So take 5 and we'll see you next week.